Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. I'm Marwan from Marwan Media, teaching you how to be the best UX UI designer you can be. Today I'm going to talk about a little topic, and I just relaunched my new website, and I talk about why I relaunched it, what my thought process behind it was. Then we're going over my old website, and then I show you my new website and what my thought process behind it was. And we're gonna wrap it up with which lessons you can take for your own website or online presence. So in the last couple of months I've been doing a bit of thinking, and I thought to myself, okay, you are a freelancer for clients, and you also want to build your brand. And I really wrote down what kind of clients I had in the past and what my audience is for the brand I plan to build. And these things were really separate from each other. My clients are middle to big-sized companies who book me for projects, or middle-sized companies who gave me a project which I realize here in my office with my employee that works remote. And my audience is much different. My audience are people like me, people who are just starting out, maybe people who are in their earlier stages of UX UI design. And my old website was really trying to serve both sides of the spectrum. And I came to the conclusion that if I want to really talk to the right people, I need to make a separation between the sides. And I started to make English content now on my YouTube channel, and my new website for you guys will be up soon. We are currently working on it, and it's gonna be on a whole another domain than the website I'm currently having for clients and for people who intend to work with me. So let's dive just right into my old website, which tried to fill both gaps with client projects and brand building and the people I want to reach with my brand. Yes. So let's jump right into it. As you can see, this is my old website. I am just going not too much into the details. I just show a brief overview about the concept of the site, about the arrangements. I started with a quote I quite liked, and I thought it's always good to make the visitor smile at first, and it's also in the right context of user interface. And this is a picture of me, obviously. I just introduced myself as a UX designer and how I help companies and create good user experience for the digital products. And there's a brief overview about the project in the past I've realized and the things I did. Then the contact formula, the articles. I highlighted some articles I wrote on my blog, which was also on my website, and some references of showcases I did in the past, and these link to my Behance profile and the latest podcast episode. This was my small starting point when somebody clicked on my website. And I have the legal notices here, and in the bottom you see I've linked all social media profiles: Behance, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. And this is actually the about page we are on. And then we had the blog page where I really write about how you plan a UX, how you get your conversion rate up. And I talked also about books. And you can see it's still my YouTube channel there. These are previous German videos, and then I decided to make the shift to English only, so I can speak to a bigger audience. And you see the videos, I have a blog post about shortcuts here, and here a blog post about why a pattern library is important. So I mixed it up without having a bigger picture in mind. And then you have the podcast section here where I really talked about information overload, book reviews, and interviewed people with the latest podcast and linked to Stitcher and SoundCloud and iTunes and so on. Yeah, we get the idea of the site. And like I talked in the beginning of the video, I tried to serve two different audiences I have for my profession, work-wise, and for building my brand. These are completely different audiences. You guys are interested in a different kind of content than a recruiter or somebody who's looking for a high professional for his project would be interested in. Some things are even too much information is even worse than having not this information at all. So it causes more damage than not. And this is just because if somebody looks for a really good UX, UI designer and developer, he would maybe go to someone who's only on his website has, I'm a UX, UI designer and developer, book me here, period. But I tried to solve two things on one side, and I didn't felt quite comfortable with it. I didn't felt quite comfortable if I met somebody at a networking event and I met him, or at a festival and I met him and say, yeah, hey, my name is so and so, just check out my website, and he's related and working with me. I was like, maybe the book reviews or all this content who he's not interested in, he'll see it, and this is not relevant for him. And this is why I came to the conclusion. I said, okay, you need to separate those two. You have a site for your audience, for creating content, for building your brand, for serving people like you when you were starting out and really providing value, trying to provide value. And you have another site for business people, B2B side, people who want to work with you, really clean and showing what you do, easy contact, and only link the relevant things. And we're gonna jump right into it and I show you the other side. So there we are on my new website. As you can see, it's already online, and I have English and German translations on there, and languages, and I switched to English for you guys. And yeah, as you can see, it's only for people who are interested in working with me as a professional, for clients, B2B, really come to the point, who I am, what I do. And I really like to do something new. I build a kind of a new CI with that idea, and I love the illustration types that came up in the past, and I've seen so many things I liked. I said, okay, why not make my own illustrations? And I've worked with a great illustrator, and she got the concept from me and the sketches, rough sketches, and she created those beautiful illustrations. I really like it. The idea behind it was, we have one person who's through all the illustrations, who's recognizable, who's like obviously me as a professional, what I do, and I really want to make clear what I do. And really this combination of UX, UI design and front-end development, which was important in my opinion, because either people search only designers or only developers, but there are some kind of clients who are interested in both, people who have a deep knowledge of development and design, and this is the audience I wanted to target. And really this is my core profession I do for clients previously and still in the future and now. Yeah, really clean. We have 3 illustrations, and I really want to make clear here that I like user interface design, user experience design, and the coding behind it. And yeah, I really describe I go into deep detail about what I do, and here I point my philosophy, how I work, and what kind of things I can help clients with. And a little bit of reviews from past clients and how they are happy working with me, and what they thought. And I now recognize it's maybe a bit too fast, the skipping, and maybe I gotta change that later. And then that I also work in the team because I didn't want to seem like I'm a lonely wolf. I also love to work in teams, so with the last illustration we tried to cover that up, and just if somebody wants to know more about my work, get a work history from me, what I did in the past, and just get to know me, just write an inquiry. And only legal notice, Mal Media, thinking about to maybe I could link in the footer LinkedIn and Xing, networking social media sites, business related ones, but not my YouTube channel, not my Instagram channel, because if people are really interested in me, they'll find it. But if a recruiter or somebody from a company searching for, not actively searching for it, it's not relevant for him. It only gets the intention away of my profession, of my deep knowledge, and you get the idea. And this is my new site that just launched, and as you can see, there's quite a bit of difference. And let's do a little wrap up. And you've seen the before and after. And I'm actually not always a fan of leaving everything behind and building something completely new, because I believe in progression. You fix that and this and that and this, and after a while you really get a good working thing. And I always imagine this little thing in mind where you can go from nothing to a car. At first you have a skateboard, then you have a bicycle, then you have a motorbike, and then you get to something like a car, and then you have a fully worked car. And this is what I think, or what I believe in design and in developing things in general. But in this case, it's not a huge thing I redesigned, and I really like to give my colors and my CI a new look, and I realized it with the new website. And the other side, which I mentioned, where I show my YouTube videos, where I do blog content posts for you guys, is going to be launched on a whole nother site, another German domain. And I'm going to keep you updated about this. And what can you take out of it? I think it's important that you really sit down and make clear what you want to accomplish, what you want to reach, and then make out and work out your audience. Who's my audience? What is my audience like? What is he searching for? And serving him exactly this, what he's searching for, but also recognizing what are you like, and in what fields you want to work. Because if I'm not into front-end development and I say I work in the front-end development just because to get a job, I won't be happy on the long term. So really have an eye on what you like to work in, and what is needed on the market, and try to find a nice balance between those two, and really simplify. The more you simplify, the more you leave out things that are not necessary, the clearer your message is. If somebody says, yeah, he does UX, UI, and a little print, and this and that, and then he does motivational videos, you're not as sharp and as clear as somebody who says, I'm a just user interface designer, period. So really search your niche, see what kind of fields you like to work in or you want to work in, and really go deep into these fields and communicate it through your website. This is important, and I hope you can take something out of it. And I'm gonna show, it's not ready yet, I'm gonna link it in the description. I'm gonna show a Behance showcase of the design work of my new website, how I did a redesign. I show you the sketches I talked about, I did for the illustrations, how I worked with the illustrator, and yeah, how I came to the final product. And I hope you liked the video. Sorry it got longer than I intended to. Leave a thumbs up. I hope I could help you guys a bit out. Leave a comment of what you are struggling the most with when designing your website. And I hope you guys like the video, and thank you so much for tuning in. I'm Marwan from Marwan Media, teaching you how to be the best UX UI designer you can be. Bye bye, see you next time.